Moana is No Perfect Movie. So in this film, a young girl named Moana, played by Auli'i, must find a legendary demigod named Maui, played by Dwayne Johnson, so that the two of them can return a stolen enchanted stone that is capable of creating life itself, and that, if it's not returned, it places a curse on all the islands that stone created, including Moana's homeland. Auli'i makes a really good debut as the main character, and even though she shares similar traits with other Disney princesses that do come off as cliches, like the fact that she always wants to see the rest of the world, even though it's supposedly too dangerous, she also has some distinctions that make her feel refreshing, like the fact that she doesn't have to marry someone in order to be powerful. She can be chief of her island by herself. And something that my friend who sat next to me would just love to point out is the fact that she doesn't have single parents for once. That's a huge difference. And when she has to be physical, like board a pirate ship in order to rescue someone, she's very quick, very agile, and uses any resources she can find in order to escape and rescue that person. And Cravelo works hilariously off of Dwayne Johnson, who is so funny as Maui, who, despite having a massive ego, who loves to gloat about his prior achievements and is even willing to double-cross Moana just to steal her boat, Johnson's voice is so charming, and he fits the character's design like a glove, that you can't really help but enjoy whenever he's being a douche. And even then, when he opens up to her about why being a hero means so much to him, and we see his backstory portrayed through his tattoos, we actually do feel sympathetic for him. Now, what I really loved about this movie is how Hawaiian and Polynesian culture is beautifully represented through the animation and the music. The setting of the Hawaiian Islands is a location that hasn't really been overused in Disney films. In fact, the only Disney movie set in Hawaii that I can think of is Lilo and Stitch. And even then, the characters in this film, their clothing, their articles of hair, the bright blue skies and the green islands, they all have such lush designs and are vibrantly colored. And the skies and oceans on their own, if you were to take out the CG characters, I think just those settings could actually fool people into thinking that it was photorealistic, real-life footage. And the songs, in my opinion, are very reminiscent of Lion King and how catchy Mark Mancina's score is, and how he, Opatai Fo'anai, and Lin-Manuel Miranda use both English and Hawaiian lyrics similar to how Lion King used English and African chants. In fact, my favorite song in this movie, We Know the Way, it actually reminded me of a song from the Lion King stage show One by One, where it's just the performer singing entirely in Swahili. And what I loved about that song was how it represented the culture of the setting, and the lyrics and the music were just so catchy, and it had everything that I liked about the songs in this movie. I have one minor flaw and one major flaw, and the minor flaw is that there's a sequence involving Moana and Maui trying to find his magic fish hook that's being held hostage by a side villain played by Jermaine Clement. And he does give a good performance, and his creature design is creepy due to how large in scope he is. But then he's given a musical number that not only comes completely out of left field, but considering we never see him again, it doesn't really serve the story, and lyric-wise, it's easily the least enjoyable song in the film. And the major problem is that there's this moment before the climax where they hit a huge bump, and then Moana and Maui, they split up, only to re-team up like 10-15 minutes later, and I don't get why Disney movies keep doing that. We know for a fact that they're gonna team up again anyway, so why have them split up to begin with? And little kids can pick up on this too. They see a million movies like this where they hit one little bump and then the characters decide they hate each other for 10 minutes and then just go, oh wait, no we don't, let's team up again. Okay. Like, seriously, what's the point? I mean, I get that we can have flaws in the relationship between Moana and Maui, but they hated each other from the beginning, and then they started to get to know one another, and then they became an efficient team. Why couldn't that just be the only flaw? And Moana is one of the better Disney movies to come out this past year, thanks to fantastic voiceover work, well-realized characters, beautiful animation, and really catchy songs. And for that reason, I'm going to give Moana a 4 out of 5. Guys, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out my other reviews at NoPerfectMovie.com. And once again, thank you all very much for watching. Take care.